What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Double Crown Talk Time. My name is Richard.
And I'm Matt.
This is the show where we talk about shit, video game shit, TV shit,
Gardening shit.
gardening. We don't talk about gardening.
We
Sandwiches.
talked about grass once.
We did talk about the grass that one time. You're right. Before we get into the show, I do want to make an announcement. This is our first episode with a live studio audience. Put your hands together for the live studio audience. And now you put your hands together, live studio audience. All right. Good job.
That was perfect.
That was great. So, I just got back from vacation.
Couple
I
days
talked
ago.
about going to Kind of Funny Live. I was going to San Francisco, so that's been cool. So while I was gone, Matt, what you been playing?
Dark Souls 3.
All right, how's that platinum coming?
Not at all.
Awesome.
I've been playing my secondary character.
All right. Well, I mean, you could theoretically get a third ending with that character, I guess.
That was the idea.
Okay.
I mean, at first.
At first, yeah.
It still is, but I mean, whatever happens, happens.
It's the first time. I'm gonna put a counter. I'm gonna start putting counters in the video.
Do that. That'll
Yeah.
be funny.
I'm not gonna call it out.
Do
I'll just
the-
have the counter at the bottom.
Make a hit marker noise every time.
What's a hit marker?
It's the X in Call of Duty whenever you shoot somebody and it goes
Oh, okay.
that noise.
Okay. What noise? Okay. Good. I'll do that. I'll sample that.
Okay.
That's why I needed you to do it again. Well, cool. I haven't really played much. I played some Dota since I've gotten back.
You got the bug. It's almost TI season.
I wouldn't say I got the bug. I played like 5 hours of Dota, or not Dota. Oh yeah, I did play 5 hours of Dota yesterday, but I also played like 5 hours of Dark Souls 3.
We just can't stay
Working
away.
on that platinum. I got all of my wolf grass farmed.
Oh,
So I
shit.
got that taken care of. That actually went really fast. I don't know if they buffed the drop rate, but I got like a ton. So I finished that in like 3-4 hours, and then
Jesus.
went to the Concord Kept, spent about 2 or 3 hours there, and got 2. So,
You know how it is.
yeah. So I got 20 in the same amount of time that I got 2 of the proofs. So,
All right.
Yeah.
And then we'll just
yeah.
fight each other for
The tongues. Yeah.
That's out of context. That's a great sentence.
We'll fight each other for tongues.
I like it. I like it.
But yeah, so
How many Ubers did you take in the city of fog?
let me see. Do
San
they call
Francisco.
that the city of fog?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. Home of Alcatraz.
I don't know if they call that. That's what they call it
it's
either.
the lesser known names for San Francisco.
City of Fog, the home of Alcatraz. There is a way to find out. I'm gonna go to my Gmail. Actually, I'm gonna give you the exact number because it was a lot, way too many.
You're like, I spent my life savings on Uber.
Kinda, yeah. I spent so much money on Uber the first day that I had kind of like a miniature heart attack. Because it's not a whole lot, but you like take so many, especially the first day. Because when I got there, I was 2 hours later because I had a flight delay in Phoenix. Mm-hmm. So I was supposed to do a tour of IGN. Unfortunately, did not get to do that. So gave my ticket to someone else that was there for Kind of Funny Live too, and went and got a burrito at Underdogs. And
Shout out.
yeah, taco shop at Underdogs in the Inner Sunset. Super good. I think it's on Irving Street, if I remember correctly. So good. Get the California burrito with carne asada. On point. But yeah, so I was 2 hours late, went and got the burrito, and then I was like, I don't know, I'll figure something else out to do. Going through my Twitter feed, and then all of a sudden I realized, oh, they're doing a tour at GameSpot. So I jumped in an Uber after doing a whole bunch of Ubering. Jumped in an Uber all the way across the city, and then
That one was big.
that was
That's
a
a big one.
Yeah, it's like $17 or something.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad, but
That's way cheaper than a cab would have cost.
it is, yeah. So it's like it's cheaper than a cab, but it's still like I got off. So I took BART to the BART station, which was $9, and then from there to my Airbnb was like $5. From the Airbnb to Underdogs was like $8, and then from Underdogs to GameSpot was like $18, and then from wherever I ended up there to back to the Airbnb was like another $18. So like $70.
Jeez.
Yeah, like, and that was just
Like buying food from a vending machine. They're like, oh, it's only $1. I'll do
exactly.
that.
Yeah, like you.
The
And
next
then,
thing you know, you spend $30 at a vending machine. You're like, what the fuck did I just
I don't
do?
know anyone that's ever spent $30 at a vending machine.
You know, anytime you see one, you just stop and get something. Like,
right.
I could do so with some peanut M&Ms.
So Uber receipts. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Ubers.
Did you rate all of them?
Yeah.
Good.
I didn't give them all 5 stars, but I did rate. Oh no, I did. There was one I did not rate because I forgot to do it and it didn't show back up later.
That's fair.
But yeah, I wish that they would tell me. And the last one was $20 because I had to take an Uber to the airport.
Yikes.
Yeah, because the BART was not running yet.
It was closed. Closed for morning.
Yep, closed for morning.
One of the other trains died. It derailed. So
That would
morning as in MOURNE.
Oh wow,
That's not how you spell morning.
MOURNE.
Put an ING at the end of that instead of the E.
But yeah, so I know said we talk about Kind of Funny Life too, but we've got a little bit more in this episode. So I'll make Kind of Funny Life 2 quick. It was awesome.
Cisco.
Cisco was there.
People getting married left and right.
People getting engaged. They didn't get married there. That'd be weird.
I mean,
Like I
don't
show
think
up and it's just a wedding. It's like surprise, no actual event. This is just a wedding.
You're all witnesses.
Yeah. No like crazy cool game stuff. I mean, I went to Japantown and there was like a bunch of like anime shops and like
Hell
shit.
yeah.
That was cool. So for some like cool nerdy shit, that was awesome. I didn't buy anything. I should have, but I was just trying to save money. I did buy I bought bubble tea for the first time. That was good.
Is it chewy?
There were
chewy.
chewy balls in it. Yeah, we should get it. It's good actually.
Okay.
But I got it. So I got that, and I also went to a place called Yummy Belly Crepes and Cafe or something like that.
Crepes are pretty good.
And it was like a crepe, yeah, with strawberries and bananas and like chocolate drizzle. And then she was like, "Do you want whipped cream?" And I was like, "Sure." And then it was just like fucking loaded with whipped cream. So like I'm trying to eat it and it's like getting all over me. And like I'm just like in this like mall and I'm just like covered in whipped cream. And I'm like, I look like a fucking crazy person. Like, but I have like 2 napkins and I'm like trying to like keep myself clean. It was a mess. But I forgot to take a picture. On top, she put like a little ball of whipped cream with like 2 Cheerios for eyes and made like a little bear like celebrating with like 2 pretzel sticks.
That's awesome.
It was fucking adorable.
That still in Japantown?
Yeah.
Nice.
So in Japantown, like there's a bunch of like different like like Japanese restaurants and like ramen places and stuff. But there's 2 malls. There's the East Mall and the West Mall. And then the West Mall has like all the anime shops and shit like that. And then the East one was like department stores, which is where I bought you your
chair socks.
Socks
For your chair.
But Kind of Funny. It was great. Didn't really do, like I said, much game stuff. I got to meet Bruce Green of Funhouse fame. He made a little video for you.
It was good.
Yeah,
Made me smile.
Yeah, he's a good dude. But yeah, it was awesome.
You met Greg?
I met Greg. Greg Miller bought me a beer and liked my picture on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, we convinced some girl that one of the Kind of Funny like fans was the owner. It was like a weird experience. A whole bunch of people asking some guy named Robert to take selfies with him. And
That'll do it.
That'll do it. But yeah, it was cool. It was a good time. I hope. I will see. I do want to go next year. I'm kind of excited to see where it's at, how much it costs, and how close it is to Dota. But speaking of big events, there's one coming up, Matt. What's the name of that big event?
TI.
And then before that, though,
The Electronic Entertainment Expo. I have no idea where it is.
I think it's in like Anaheim.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
That's
E3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
How was that
Electronic
segue? Was that segue a lot better?
Yeah, it was.
It like came to me in a split second. I was like, oh shit, this is a good moment.
That's how the best segues work.
Yeah. So it wasn't forced. I mean, it was a little bit. I took advantage of good time.
Yeah, you got to jump on.
He's
that
got
shit.
chocolate milk in this. Look at how disgusting this guy is, by the way.
It's just a cup.
It's just a cup.
Just a cup with a straw. Got chocolate milk in it.
There's chocolate milk too.
Do you want a straw for it?
No. Yup. So E3 is coming up in about like a week and a half, I think. So I figured instead of me talking about just everything I did in San Francisco, we'd kind of go through the thing. I made like a brief list of some things that might show up.
Maybe we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, not so much like a predictions like a lot of people do, because to be honest, it was last minute. I couldn't think of anything crazy. So,
Just wait for me to add my input.
Yeah, I know. I've got one that I meant to add. The off the wall one. I just typed it in.
Okay.
Cool.
Where do you want to start?
Well, I've got Sony, Microsoft, Ubisoft, EA, and Bethesda. We can go reverse order and put Sony at the end because that's the one I have the most things listed for.
Let's do that.
All right. Bethesda. What do you think Bethesda's going to talk about this year?
They might talk about Fallout DLC because I know they're still got some.
Good point. Good point, because they increased the price to add more on, and so hey,
there might be some Doom DLC. I don't know.
Okay, Doom DLC.
Definitely, we'll be talking about Dishonored.
Dishonored 2. See, you are way better at this than I was. I just put.
I mean, this is just coming to me.
Some stupid Elder Scrolls Online nonsense. That's all I wrote down. I doubt that they're going to talk about Elder Scrolls, like the actual Elder Scrolls. Too early.
They could do the same thing they did with Fallout for that shit, where they're just like, hey, it comes out in 3 months. Fuck yourself. Yeah. Get ready.
Fuck yourself.
I mean, that was a pretty good Todd Howard impression.
Yeah. Go back to the chess club. But yeah, okay, good.
I would assume gameplay for Dishonored 2. Because it's been a year.
Yeah, probably. And it's coming out this fall, isn't it? I think it is. So, yeah. So, I mean, that'll certainly, there'll be some good shit there for that.
Probably a good call on the Elder Scrolls Online thing, though.
I imagine, yeah, because, like, unless they're just not going to show anything and just give up on it, like, silently and just stop supporting it, I imagine, like, every year they'll have some E3 shit for that to be like, hey, I remember this is still around. Jump in because we got an expansion going.
Also, Rage 2.
Nope. Is that your off the wall?
That's my off the wall.
All right,
I just thought of it.
You're gonna call Rage 2. Okay. Well, Wolfenstein. We might see some Wolfenstein.
Oh. Yeah, that's possible.
That came out in 2014, so it's been 2 years. There might be some, like a teaser or something for it.
When was the Old Blood or whenever that was? That was like a year ago, wasn't it?
Roughly, yeah. Yeah, it was the end of 2015, I think.
Just about time.
It's included in Doom, I believe, in some versions of Doom. So it's, they're trying to promote it. So
trying to get it out.
So moving on, we've got EA.
Sports, get in the game.
Soccer 2017. That's what I wrote down.
Yes.
I don't know which one. EA does FIFA, I think. So FIFA. Maybe. Yeah, they don't know because PES, Pro Evolution Soccer, is Konami. That makes people upset. So yeah, Soccer 2017 and Mass Effect Andromeda are the two that I have down.
Do you think they will show?
I'm sure they'll have something for like Battlefield 1.
Yeah, I was like, they might have game because that's supposed to come out this year. They might have gameplay.
Yeah, hopefully that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'll watch some non-scripted events and see how it.
Funny news story came out today. Initially, when they pitched it. The EA like board or whatever said no. They said they didn't want to do it, and that was older news. But then today the news report came out that part of the reason that they said no initially, and the dev team like DICE, they just made like a little like a playable demo type thing, proof of concept sort of deal, to be like, well, we can do this. Part of the reason they didn't want to, other than trench warfare, was that they weren't sure that younger kids knew what World War I was, or if it actually happened.
There's two sides to this. One, how dumb do they think people are? And two, kids won't know. I'm assuming it's going to be an M-rated game.
Yeah.
So you have to be 17 in the United States to purchase those games.
But
the American education system should probably cover World War I and II like 6 times by the time you're 17.
World War II, sure, but I don't know.
I learned about.
No, I mean I did too, but What do kids? I mean, kids just watch PewDiePie these days. I don't know.
That's true. We should get PewDiePie to play World War I games only from now on, or history games.
Should we contact
Civil
him
War
and
games.
pitch him this idea of he's just like an educator? No more entertainment, purely like, I'm a history teacher, but I play games.
I'm from Sweden. Here, let me tell you about America. It'll fly over really well.
Yeah. I don't know what else does EA do. They do too. Yarny 2 might be there. That was their thing last year. Remember Yarny? It was there because EA's whole thing is that, you know, they were rated like the worst company in the industry for a long time. There's a big loud car outside.
Yeah.
They were rated like really poorly, as like, you know, like everyone hated them basically. So they've been slowly trying to like kind of come back from that. And I know that Yarny last year was there like, we like indie games too. And basically they just found this like 3-person like studio. I think like they were super small.
Oh, and they threw money at
And
him.
they were like, here you go. Here's a ton of fucking money. Make your dream game. Like,
Okay.
yeah, we don't care.
I
Like
never knew the name.
yeah, we'll publish it. You just do what you want to do. Here's some money. They put it out and it was like kind of shitty, but they're doing a second one.
Okay.
So I think it was probably one of those like, you didn't take off the way we expected you to, but it will look even better if we still give you money to make the sequel to your kind of shitty game. So they might show Yarny 2 or talk about it, I'm sure. Football, basketball. Do they do basketball? They don't do basketball. 2K does. Football, probably talk about Madden.
Yeah.
I don't know. EA is always the worst one. So moving on.
Usually, yeah.
Ubisoft. We've got Watch Dogs 2, which was confirmed. So we know that's coming. Mm-hmm. They're going to talk about Watch Dogs 2. Never played the first Watch Dogs, so I don't. It always looked cool. It always, seemed interesting.
Yeah, it just didn't seem as interesting as the first thing they showed.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of people came to hate it.
Well, I know. So there was a big dispute with the graphics and a lot of stuff was turned off in the settings and things like that. That's whatever. I don't really care too much about that, but
those whiny PC gamers.
I fucking know, right? But I think the big problem was and as typical, with pretty much any game that you see, people talk about the bull shots that you see at E3 and all this stuff. It's you get to see the glimpse of what they want the game to be rather than what it is. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's what you're going to see, and you can get excited for that, but it's about managing expectations and kind of going from there. Granted, the first time we saw, I think, Uncharted 4, it only looked better from there, but
that's true.
It's one of those. Oh, I touched your hand.
What else does Ubisoft do?
Just Dance. Let's do something about Just Dance. There's that game For Honor, which is that sword fighting game.
Oh, I remember that.
They might show something about that because that might be coming out this year or next year. They have a new IP that they're announcing this year. I know Jason Schreier. He posted something recently on Kotaku. I think it was actually in a comment. Because there was a whole thing with No Man's Sky and the delay and people death threats, and he was someone was how do you know when and when not to report on something, basically? And he was he's they're genuinely if as someone who reports the news, when I find something out that is new and I think people would want to know about it, it's my job to tell people about it, whether that's a leak or not, blah, blah, blah. He's I leaked something at one point and talked to the developer about it. He said he didn't leak something and talked to the developer about it. And he was oh my God, I'm so happy this didn't leak because that announcement was the best day of my life. And he was that made an impact on me. And there are things now that I will lose sleep over, is what he made it sound over deciding on whether or not I should leak this information. He's and there have been plenty of stories of for example, the new Ubisoft IP, I pretty much know what it is, but I'm not going to leak it. He was I'm going to let that sit. So I'm
that's super fair.
Yeah. So going back a little bit, I think we'll see that this year.
Okay.
Whatever that
gameplay
is.
or just a reveal?
Probably a reveal.
Okay.
Yeah. There's that Ghost Recon game, that Wildlands or whatever the fuck, the open world. We'll probably see more of that.
Okay.
And then Just Dance.
Do you think there's going to be another Assassin's Creed?
I don't think we'll see Assassin's Creed this year.
I
They
know-
said they're not doing it annually
That's right.
anymore.
They were
Yeah.
like, no
So-
more yearly releases.
Yeah, so I think
let's get our bearings.
I think because Watch Dogs did the same thing. They said they'd annualize it and then they didn't. So I think we'll see the same thing with Assassin's Creed. They'll step away and maybe they'll make a good game. We'll see.
Zing!
Moving forward, Microsoft. Halo something.
Yeah,
Halo Wars 2, I think is
is that
I
you're
think-
off the wall?
No, I think that's a thing though, right?
I don't
Is
know.
that I know Halo Wars is a thing.
That was the RTS, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's an RTS.
That'd be interesting.
All right. Well, hey, I Googled Halo Wars 2, and in the news, Halo Wars 2 will have a demo and surprise announcement at E3 2016. So, hey,
Look at that.
look at me.
You're a predictor.
There's going to be some dumb backwards compatibility shit. They'll be like, 40 new games backwards compatible! Wah, wah, wah.
No,
Play
you-
your Halo 3 on your Xbox One! Wah, wah, wah.
Now you can download the 360 Netflix app to your Xbox One.
Oh, shit, dude!
Watch TV.
Killing
on
it.
Old interface.
Killing it. Cupheads will be there.
What is
with
Cupheads?
with a release date? It's an independent game, but it's exclusive to the Xbox One. And a lot of people are really excited about it. It's a platformer. It's a side-scrolling platformer, I believe, is probably what you would call it. Maybe not a platformer. Maybe just a 2D side-scroller. Kind of like action game, but it's styled in like I think 1920s cartoon, like old Mickey Mouse.
Ah.
It like looks really neat, and it's supposed to be like Dark Souls like inspired levels of like difficulty, like
Yeah.
classic gaming.
I've seen like screenshots of that
Yeah.
from like a year or two ago.
Yep,
Whenever they
it was
like,
revealed last year.
first pitching it.
So we'll probably see that with a release date this year. I have
Okay,
to imagine.
that'll probably be
the games people are super hyped on that game. Do you have anything else, Microsoft? We thought about this. I couldn't fucking think of anything. I don't know.
I
what
don't
they
really
do.
know Microsoft.
I don't know what they
games.
do.
Well,
Xbox 10. I mean, Windows 10 synchronization, Cortana, voice commands.
I'm curious if they're
and-
going to I think they're going to reveal the next Xbox.
Oh, like the Slim. That's right. Yep.
Whatnot. I wouldn't be surprised if they like teased at some like VR support,
Okay.
just to be like, hey, we're working on it too. Like,
Yeah.
don't spend all your money on Sony's VR.
Well, according to that rumor, they're working with Oculus, so
Yeah.
they wouldn't be making one. But
I'm sure they'll be like, we got some up our sleeves.
Yeah.
Bitch.
yeah, or they'll probably make some like below the belt jab at Sony for like the PS 4.5. You know, they're gonna like put out their own Xbox 1.5 a year later or some shit.
4.5 is higher than 1.5. Why would I do that?
Yeah, the Gears is coming out this year, so it won't be that. Halo, maybe Halo DLC.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
maybe. Although it's been a while since that release. It's been like 3 months,
Yeah,
4 months.
probably longer. I don't know.
I feel like the DLC window is like closed, at
Yeah.
least for the first one.
Maybe we'll see a new IP or something. I don't know.
Sunside Overdrive 2.
They're not gonna. That's not gonna. Well, I don't think Insomniac owns the IP, so maybe someone else can make it. But
Could be.
I don't know.
Now let's go to the cream of the crop.
The cream de the creme. Is that how you say it? Creme
I don't think
creme
so.
de the creme.
The creme brulee.
Creme brulee. Sony.
PlayStation.
Sony. Sony. So we're gonna see some Uncharted 4 DLC announcements.
The Order 2.
No. Actually, their new game was announced today.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a cartoony, like not open world, but like an arena, like Gang Beast. You know Gang Beast? It's like kind of like a game like that. It's like colorful, and you're a blob and you jump on people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they're making. I assume to just kind
Fair
of
enough.
take a chill for a second.
Yeah.
Be like, hey guys, we made a great engine. Where's the game? Well, we're making the blob game right now. So,
Well, I would not be surprised if they make a sequel to.
oh
The
well,
Order.
yeah. Apparently, it had a cliffhanger at the end. So
It did.
I'm sure it'll.
I played through it.
yeah.
It did.
So I'm sure we'll see it, but
Do you think Uncharted 4 DLC is going to be story?
oh, so
Do you think it's going to be story and multiplayer? Do you
I'm
think
sure
they're
there will be
going
multiplayer, but there is one story DLC for Uncharted 4.
Okay.
They confirmed it. Now at what was that, PSX?
Yeah.
They didn't know what it was going to be. So they're like, the game wasn't done, but they're like, yeah, we don't even know what this story DLC is. Like, we haven't even began thinking about it. So they may not be ready. Maybe they'll have a teaser ready. I don't know. I mean, you know.
It's young Nate and Sam having a blast on their first adventure.
That might be it, actually.
It would be
spoilers.
Cool. Or Sam and Sully adventure after.
Maybe. It was super spoilers.
Is it?
I don't know, man.
You know they're in the game.
Yeah, but what if someone dies at the end?
They all die at the end.
All right.
That's how life works. Enter the void.
Dead don't ride.
What?
Dead don't ride.
All right.
That's a game.
Oh.
That's the Sony Bend game.
Oh. Okay. But
I was
you're
going
going into the next game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you never remember Dead Don't Ride. I always think of it sounds like zombie cowboys. Like, we talked about this. You made the joke about you see a zombie on a horse, like Dead Don't Ride. You not remember that?
You gotta pull him off.
Yeah.
You gotta pull him off the horse. You're like, that's my horse.
No one knows. It's all we know is it might be like open world survival horror. No one knows what it could actually be. It's from Sony Bend.
It's a skateboarding game.
Cool.
It's open world survival where your only mode of transportation
is skateboarding. But we don't know anything else about that.
Gotta do kickflips off the courses.
I have something to talk about with Dead Don't Ride though, but we'll save that for the end. That's my off the wall call.
Okay.
Horizon Zero Dawn is gonna get delayed. Has to, because we're getting Gran Turismo Sport this year. It's probably something else. I don't know.
When was the release date slated for
Fall. This fall.
that? I don't know. I don't know what the overlap.
Last time we talked to Shu, we as in like people talked to Shu, he said it's not getting delayed. Then there was a rumor about a month later that it was getting delayed. We'll see. I hope it's not. But, you know.
I think Gran Turismo has a reputation for delaying their games.
Yeah, but I know. Well, they do. But they have a reputation for having like big gaps between their games, not necessarily delaying them.
I thought there was a big kerfuffle with Gran Turismo 4. How they delayed it like 3 times.
Oh, I don't know.
By like a month each
I mean,
time.
maybe, but I don't think because the thing with Gran Turismo Sport is they canceled their open beta to get it out this year. Basically, they were saying, hey, for those of you that don't know, when you want to do an open beta, you have to have a mastered gold version of the game in beta state ready to be put onto the network, and it has to go through cert. And he was like, and it's basically we saved 3 months of time by not putting a beta out. Sorry, but we're going to give you the full game. We have that's enough time for us to finish it. So maybe if they do delay it, maybe a month. But or something, something's a couple weeks just to finish polishing or touching things up and
getting a little spit rag out.
Exactly.
Making the discs real shiny.
Yeah, the cars real shiny.
No, the cars are digital.
Oh fuck, you're right. I'm sorry.
You can't polish digital downloads though, so buy physical copies, everybody.
Steel case edition.
You can polish those.
So yeah, we'll see with that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna buy Gran Turismo, but it sells a lot of copies.
Yeah. All those car people.
Like I think which one came out on PS3 first? Gran Turismo 4?
4.
Was it 4? Like sold like
no, it was 5.
Was it 5?
Yeah, because 4 was PS2.
Yeah, right. Still. You're right. So.
Because I remember playing Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec.
Yeah, Gran Turismo 5. I wonder how many copies it sold. I know it sold a lot.
They got 2 out of me.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't even like those kinds of games.
I know. I bought it once and it wouldn't work on my PlayStation, so I took it back. Got a new PlayStation later down the line.
Yeah.
Bought it again, same thing. So I just returned it.
Gran Turismo 5 sold just under 12 million units.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec sold just under 15 million units. So basically, and 4, yeah, just under 12. So 6 was a really bad release though. 6 was fucking stupid. They released it on PS3 after the PS4 came out. I don't understand that. Stupid. But
next.
Well, I was gonna say that's clearly a lot of people buy that game. And it looks like, from what I can see here, it's a lot of.
They probably want to get their quarter 4 finalized.
Yeah,
they're like,
probably.
let's get it.
Yeah, but it looks like it's also a lot of people in Europe. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, but we'll move on. Fuck cars.
Not literally.
No, don't actually
TLC.
fuck a car. Hoping we'll see some Death's Gambit with a release date.
Yeah.
I know it's an exclusive, or maybe it's PC and so it's like a console exclusive on PS4. Being published through Adult Swim Games. It's a 2D action.
It looks good. I really
game.
like the art style.
Yeah.
I didn't like the art style on Salt and Sanctuary, but this looks good.
Yeah, so hoping it's fall 2016. I'm hoping we'll get a hard release date on that. I'm super excited. They haven't done an art stream in a while, which means they're probably like
close
to deadline. Yeah. No more fucking around. So anything from Sony that you can think? Oh, PSVR, of course.
Yeah,
we'll probably see some cool. I hope we see some cool PSVR stuff. Maybe get
price?
some. Well, I pre-ordered it. We know the price.
No, the bundle price with the 4.5.
With the 4.5. That's right. Well, I have that here. 4.5. I was going to separate that from the games. And then my off the wall. But yeah, 4.5, assuming it's real and everything we know is real, probably be there. And then hopefully our answers will be questioned. Shh. Just accept what I said as truth.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
And do you have any other ideas? I have an idea. Oh, that was Dead Don't Ride. Already said that.
I don't know the developer names.
It's okay. That game company.
I was gonna say Last Guardian release date.
True. Yeah.
That could be a thing.
Yeah. They might do. Some people are thinking that they might do like and it's available now sort of thing, but I think they'd go retail with that. But yeah, we'll probably certainly get a release date for that.
Dreams.
Persona 5. We might get a release date for Persona 5.
January 23rd.
God, I fucking
2017.
It needs to come out this year.
It's not gonna.
It might.
Just like the last one, it's not gonna come out before.
It might.
Nah.
It might.
They don't care.
It might.
They don't care about America.
They do care about America.
Nah.
It's way more popular in Japan, but
Yeah, that's why they're getting it out.
But Persona 4 is now really popular here too.
That's true.
That's the thing. It's like.
But they don't know that yet.
They do. They actually had. I almost bought a Persona like plushie, a couple of them at the anime stores, but I didn't because.
We might see something from Media Molecule. They might have actually made a game.
They did make a game.
They made the engine. They were showing the engine.
I've seen the game.
Have you?
Yeah.
When was this?
A couple months ago.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, it's fine. I didn't expect you to pay attention.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't pay attention to news.
When it's out, then I'll talk shit on it.
Yeah. No, it was cool. I mean, I don't know. It's whatever.
I was a big fan of the 3D sculpting.
Yeah.
But I'm not creative enough to like deal with that forever.
Sure.
So
yeah,
I need something substantial.
Yeah, I don't know. It's still kind of hard to explain. I'm not going to explain it here, but there's actual stuff there.
I'll watch a video after whatever.
Yeah, we'll find something. But yeah, that game company, they did Journey and Flow and Flower.
Yeah.
So they might do something. I know they're working on a game, so maybe we'll see something from them. That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. My off the wall though, Dead Don't Ride, not real, because Sony Bend is working on Jak 4.
Can you imagine how many people would just like poop their pants immediately?
I would, and I'd find that fucker on Twitter and tell him to his face, "You're fucking wrong, boy. You're fucking wrong, boy."
I'll help. I'll join in.
Dude.
I'll get on Twitter specifically to say that.
All right. I'll have to go back. His name's like, I don't know, Reginald, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
It was Ryan Reynolds. Anything else you think we're gonna see?
A lot of cosplay.
Cool. Oh, there's
didn't expect
Nintendo.
that.
We'll see new Zelda.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I know
would mean,
so.
That would mean that they'd have to like reveal the NX.
No, it's coming out on both.
I thought they canceled the one.
No.
Or did they just push it back?
On what?
On the Wii U. I thought they delayed it so it would have an NX release date.
It's coming out on both.
But they did delay it, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. So that's so initially they were. You need to fucking like read something on the internet once in a while.
Nah. Then they said, nah.
Then they said no. We're just gonna do no direct, none of that. And then people are like, well, what are you doing? Like, oh, it's just gonna be Zelda. All we're gonna have is the new Zelda. You'll have demos of the new Zelda, and we'll talk about the new Zelda. That's it.
I swear, like a month ago.
And then yesterday, the news came out that it's not just going to be the new Zelda. It's going to be the new Zelda and like a Fire Emblem game or something. It's like some other thing. It's like Zelda and 2 other games.
I swore that they delayed it so it would have it was an NX launch title as well.
I mean, I'm sure it's like delayed, but it's also coming out on the Wii U. It is not just the NX. It is. They're doing it like Twilight Princess.
Yeah, but that came out at the same time.
That's what I mean. It'll probably come out at the same time on the NX.
But then if they
They're not. I'm not saying they're going to announce the release date. They're going to show the game.
But if they did,
Well, then we would know.
when the NX is coming out,
at the very
and then
least.
everyone is like, "Oh, we're secretly playing it on the NX." Whoa,
Maybe.
whoa!
That probably won't happen.
Someone just brings in a cell phone, like lifts up the little curtain, takes a
It's
photo.
just a Super Nintendo. And it says Reggie's face and it says "Gotcha, bitch."
the Nintendo Extreme.
Oh God. I hope that's what they call it.
I'd buy it just
No,
for the novelty.
Don't buy that.
Paperweight,
Remember when that fake one came out?
the boomerang.
The little thing, the like touchscreen.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I just always refer back to the fake PS2 controller or PS3 controller.
It was real.
Yeah.
That was actually a thing.
And didn't people make fun of it so hard that they were like, we need to redesign it?
No, I think it was just a leak. So from what I understand, Colin Moriarty's talked about how like he talked to Shuhei and he was like, that was like actually like, I don't know how they got that picture, but like we had physical ones. Like that was an idea. Like they make a ton of fucking controllers. And like there's even that like DualShock that like comes apart and then it's like the move wands or whatever. And it like goes back. Like that was actually a real thing that they probably had like fully functional and working, but they decided not to, mass produce them. So, but yeah, the boomerang was like a legit, like this could be good idea. But you always got to try new shit and see how it feels. Focus test it. And they're like, no, just give me the same one, just like different. Well, give me a touch screen on it. Give me a touchpad.
I can tell robots what to do by swiping.
Yeah.
Killzone.
Killzone 2.
Already out.
Coming to you.
Killzone 2 remastered coming to PS4.
They might. There's those PS2 classics on PS4.
It's true. I doubt it though.
We'll see.
So next week we'll tally them up, see if we got anything right.
Well, I don't think it won't be done by the time we record another episode.
Oh yeah,
But by the time we record another episode, it will like have like 2 days before E3 happens. So I wanted to, but we'll tally them up. Then after E3, we'll tally them up and see who wins. We didn't bet, but Jak 4, Dead Don't Ride.
I mean, if you predict Jak 4, you win automatically.
I win. I'll probably become Twitter famous, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. You can catch us on Twitter.
I'm at _Matthew Creek.
I almost said I'm at _Nablith again.
I do it first, that way so you don't get confused.
Okay, say it now.
I'm at _Matthew Creek.
And I'm at Nablith. If you like this video, go ahead and click the thumbs up.
Also subscribe.
Oh, well, subscribe.
Leave a comment.
Let us know what your E3 predictions are.
Yeah.
Did you understand what I said there?
Yeah, E3 predictions.
Predictions. It's hard to talk. Yeah, throw a comment down below. Let us know what your predictions are, or what you think. Let me know who you think is developing Jak 4, because it's certainly in development. Maybe Sony Bend isn't working on it, but somebody is.
It could just be a bunch of dudes in a garage somewhere.
Might be 2 guys in a house in St. Louis, Missouri.
Could be 6 dads just having a fun time on the weekend.
All right, we'll catch you next time.
Goodbye.